I never imagined that a teacher could be such a blessing in my life. Teachers have the ability to change the world, one child at a time. I am 100% convinced that my teacher helped save my life. There she is.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, God bless you.
Good to see you. So good to see you. Miss Ritchie's desk sat about right here. Her desk was right here. And she would come from behind her desk, and this was her kingdom. This is where it all transpired. This is where she taught the disadvantaged kids, the special needs kids, to be great. Well, my first memory was actually having my dad bring me into the school, and my dad brings me into the school, and we walk in, and we're in this hallway, and we look to the right, and there's Miss Ritchie standing there. And we look at each other for probably 3 to 4 seconds. She comes up and she says, "May I help you?" And she looks down at me and she asks my dad, "Who is this handsome young man?" I was a challenging student in a sense that I grew up in the foster care system. I was an abused kid, very introverted. So I was one of those special needs kids. I was a special ed kid, and I was just a kid who needed a lot of attention.
The fact that I taught kids and I knew he had problems, it really meant something to me.
You know, during those times, I had a lot of problems at home, and I was carrying a lot of emotional baggage.
He spent quite a bit of time with his head on his lap, on the desk.
Miss Ritchie would come by and just kind of put her hand on my back and rub my back and tell me everything was going to be okay. But the most important thing that I remember that she told me was that one day I would grow up and I would be significant.
And it took a while for that to change.
Because I didn't really believe that I was like other kids. I didn't believe that I could achieve like other kids. But the one thing that Miss Ritchie did for me was give me a sense of hope. Give me a sense that I could be more than I ever thought I could be. And I remember she said that in this classroom, in this space, it's our kingdom. And in the kingdom, you have kings, you have queens, and kings and queens are treated like royalty. And so she said every time we would come into class, we had to act like we were royalty, which in our mind, we thought that was kind of crazy. But what she was doing was really building our self-esteem.
Well, he got confident. He raised his head. And we were making progress. You know, he could see that he was making progress, and he responded to me.
I don't know where I would have been if Miss Ritchie weren't in my life. Probably in jail, probably maybe dead. And just having her in my life, when I think about it now, it's just impactful because you never know the impact someone could have in your life until you finally realize just what they were able to do for you. So I don't know where I'd be.
I would say I gained as much as he did because it was like a little miracle. She gave me that for Christmas.
Okay. I was wondering if she painted that, but she didn't paint it. She just gave it to you for Christmas. She was the first person who told me that I was significant. And for a little kid who had never been told that before, to have someone generally tell you that you're significant, that was so life-changing for me. And it just put me on a whole different course emotionally and also mentally and educationally. The impact Miss Ritchie had on my life has been absolutely phenomenal. Because of what she did for me, I became a professional speaker and trainer who travels across the nation speaking to tens of thousands of people within school systems, foster care agencies, and corporations. Miss Ritchie is my inspiration.
It's one of my highlights in my life, you know. It really is. I've always been for the underdog.
Yeah, Just because I really appreciate what you did.
Yeah.
And just the whole, your whole life of service and believing in kids like me. And I don't know what else to say. It's just amazing,
It is.
I would tell every teacher out there to never, ever give up. Because you just never know. You never know the impact you're making in a kid's life. You never know that kid that you may think can't achieve or you may think can't make it could be the very one through what it is that you do. They could go out there and change the world. So I would tell every teacher to think big. I will tell every teacher to never give up on any kid and to truly understand that they are heroes. Because in my opinion, teachers are heroes.
Be nice to them. They have no faith in themselves, and if you just smile at them or give them a boost now and then, that would be so helpful. I'm proud of him. I really am. He's kept touch, and he's done a lot for me to remember the good times and that you did mean something to somebody.
When I think about what she did for me, I don't know how I could ever repay her. I don't know the words to say except I love you. And I sincerely mean that.
I love him because he succeeded. I do.
You are my hero.
Oh. Bless your heart. You did. You turned out wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bless you.